Observe that nowhere in the Bible does God refer to believers as sinners, even when they sin. The use of the word sinners, as used by the writers of the Bible, is more of a status and a spiritual condition. Now, the same Bible addresses to not steal, to not fornicate, but that address of a sinner or ungodly is not used for the believer. Because the Spirit of God is careful how He addresses His kids. He will address His church on the basis of what He has done. And then expect them to get their conduct right from the knowledge of their what? Identity. It doesn't affect, it doesn't reduce, it doesn't check holy living. No. In fact, it enhances it. So, God is careful how He addresses His church. Because the way to handle one that had received the sacrifice of Jesus is different from the way to handle the unsaved. They are not the same. Even if he has not gotten his conduct right, of which none of us do. And so, if you are going to address his church, also, you have to be careful to note how the Spirit addresses the church. And address them that way, irrespective. He will call his church saints. The Spirit of God addresses his church from the standpoint of what Christ has done in them. And from the standpoint of what He is doing in them. He addresses a believer from the standpoint of the ongoing work of Christ in the believer. And it's not because the believer has gotten his conduct perfectly. The Spirit of God will just not use those terms.